Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Make some noise!
Both fighters.
It is for the HRMMA Welterweight Championship, and it is scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. Introducing first to my left, the challenger, weighing in at 171 pounds, representing Heroes MMA from Pittston, Alabama, Chris Cornett. And his opponent to my right, fighting out of the red corner, represents Gracie Jiu-Jitsu of Kentucky, from Louisville, Kentucky, with an MMA record of 5 wins and no losses, weighing in at 168 pounds. He is the HRMMA Amateur Welterweight Champion, Todd Pickett.
Todd's giving him a stare down there, isn't he?
Yeah, Chris hasn't taken his eyes off of him either. Crowd's definitely behind Pickett here in this main event.
Cornett comes out standing southpaw, as many wrestlers do, right?
Todd takes the center, working behind the jab. Already has Chris against the fence, lands a kick to the body.
Oh!
To the head kick, loud, then embraces the clinch.
Little moment.
Chris is in some trouble here. Todd's already found his way to the half guard. Heavy top presence, striking his way. Could probably go to mount anytime he wants, but he's in no hurry. There's the mount. The pressure's on here. One place that Chris did not want to find himself in this fight was in the mount of Todd Pickett, especially in the opening minute.
It's not fun.
Loud, heavy shots to the body, to the rib cage there. Pickett looking to break that frame, trying to create some space, using his knee and some short shots, just trying to get a little separation so he can posture up. Chris trying to wall walk here, oh, big turn. Keeps a hillbilly headlock. Pickett finds his way to the feet, back to the over-under clinch.
Wow, Todd with 2 takedowns.
Big momentum takedown there on the outside trip, and now Chris is in a very bad spot. Todd's got a lot of pressure. He's got dominant head position, and he's got that posture up against the fence. Chris is going to have to really get those legs moving and get away out of that. He's doing his best to make some space, but Todd's doing a good job keeping him pinned in that corner, keeping just his head on there. Those strikes hurt there.
This is close to being stopped for an amateur. It's a title fight.
It's a title fight. Chris concedes the back here. Todd's going to stretch him out.
That looks like that's probably about it. Yeah.
This is probably the end of the night.
And he might go out.
It's over with. Rear naked choke. He tapped.
That's what I
reflex.
said. He might go out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. He's all right.
Yeah. There he is. He's back to it. Todd Pickett, show of respect. Great fight. Dominant performance.
Another first-round finish for Todd Pickett.
Yeah, man, like I said, just a methodical approach. Stays behind the jab, waits for an opportunity to present itself, and then just puts him away. I mean, he's a killer. Very well may be a killer. We're not going to talk about that on the broadcast, but I mean.
There are rumors.
Yeah, Todd Pickett, man. Just another dominant performance. Great champion for HRMMA.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has called a stop to this fight at 1 minute and 46 seconds of round number 1, declaring the winner by tap out due to rear naked choke and still the HRMMA Amateur Welterweight Champion, Todd Pickett.
For anybody that knows, or anybody that cares, and I'd like to think
all right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Todd.
Todd, it's probably Kentucky's
heck of a fight. You have been called the
up-and-comers.
nicest guy in
I'd say
Kentucky
that's a
MMA.
safe
How do you feel about that?
It feels good, you know.
I want to tell you, we've watched you from when you
Kelly,
started
tell him
until
at the
now,
gym
and
when
you
he's
are a
doing
very
interviews.
mature
Take him out.
fighter. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, I do. I put a lot of time into this. This is my passion. I love this, so yeah.
All right, and when can we next expect to see you fight?
I would love to get on the February 1st card in Shepherdsville. I would love to get on that card.
All right, where's Hardrock right now? If you want to see Todd February 1st in Shepherdsville, make some noise.
I just want to say thank you to my coaches, Scott Smith, Junie Millar, and Lance Lawrence. Without these guys, I wouldn't be where I am today. Also, thank God. God's given me everything I have in my life. Without him, I would not be in this position. I have an amazing support system behind me. It's unreal to me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the HRMMA Amateur Welterweight Champion, Todd
Everybody in the
Pickett.
house and everybody at home, that's a rare treat to get that many words from Todd
Sean
Pickett.
McClure earned his paycheck tonight.
Yes, he did.
So his family and friends who weren't able to make it in person.
Introducing first the fighter to my left, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in
All
at
the friends and family
179
that are stuck
pounds
listening
in
to
his
us.
6th MMA fight from London, Kentucky, representing London Martial Arts, Justin Wilder. And his opponent to my right is fighting out of Bowling Green, Kentucky. He represents Team Hicks, weighed in at 180 pounds in his 5th MMA fight, Cameron Ashby.
Fifth MMA contest in his hometown. A lot of pressure on Cam Ashby.
Sure.
It's not easy to deal with.
They do touch the gloves.
They do, and then they make space here.
Ashby standing southpaw.
Oh, Justin Wilder with a wild right hand to start us off. Cam looks like he's okay to let him come to him despite the length. There we go, getting behind his jab there. This is a quick pace for a couple of guys with this much muscle on them. Definitely see that wear on them. Both guys trying to work behind the jab. Cam with a quick overhand right there.
Oh,
There's a good clash there. Both guys throwing with some heat, Kelly.
don't they look bigger than 170?
I mean, they were probably 170 for all of 22 minutes to make weight. They stepped off and they were probably, I bet you they're both well over 190, close, knocking on the door 200 now. Ooh, good stiff calf kick there from Wilder. Cam wearing it though.
Oh,
Big
Ashby
punches.
with a flurry of
That's
punches.
right. From every angle too, over the top, uppercuts, he let a few out there. Wilder with a kick, trying to close the distance. Ashby, good foot movement.
Oh,
A lot of heat on those uppercuts, Kelly. Blood from the eye of Wilder.
Wilder's eye is certainly bleeding.
Oh, he's covering up. I don't know if he can see those coming.
Oh, gets
Back
back,
to his
up.
feet.
Hat goes off to Wilder for getting back up with that.
He's eating shots. Cam's cutting the ring off, keeping him against the fence, landing a lot of shots. Definitely headhunting here, trying to get that stoppage. It's a bad spot for that cut, too. I don't think Wilder's got much sight out of it, but he's doing his best to keep moving. Definitely a display of his toughness. Gets a single leg. Ashby kind of manhandles him to the ground. Big strikes coming. Hammer punches. Justin's just hurdled up. This fight's over, Kelly.
Once again, Cam Ashby wanted to give a big shout out to his wife, Brittany. He said she sacrifices so much so I can pursue MMA, and he really appreciates her.
Big win for Cam Ashby there. Stung him and cut that eye, and they just never took the pressure off. Gets him to the ground with just manhandles him and then pounds him out for the finish. Very impressive win for Cam Ashby. Good to see him get one back in the win column.
Says he played 9 years of football, 6 years of basketball, 6 years of baseball, 4 years of field and track and field. He did the 100 meters, the 300-meter hurdles, 1 year of softball. So as you can see, Cam Ashby is an athlete, and he looked very good today.
Yeah, he definitely imposed his will there. Kept the distance, shortened it when he wanted, landed some powerful strikes.
And gentlemen, the referee has called a stop to this fight at 2 minutes and 27 seconds, declaring the winner by TKO due to unanswered strikes, Cameron Ashby.
respect there. Picture with Shelly. Big win for Cam Ashby, the hometown guy. And that is going to take us to our last intermission before we get to the main card of the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with the winner, Cameron Ashby. Cameron, I have heard 3 people on the way up here say you're one of the scariest people they have ever seen.
Well, thank you.
I have to ask you, though, this is that would have been your 5th MMA fight. How do you feel now as compared to when you first started?
I have really good coaches, really good teammates that help me train. I feel better this time around. I actually had a good 10-week fight camp instead of a 3-day notice. Yeah, I feel pretty good. Yes, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Cameron Ashby. Ladies and this is a professional fight in the lightweight division, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing first the fighter to my left, fighting out of the blue corner in his 3rd professional fight, weighing in at 156 pounds, Jose El Perro Arriaga.
I think El Perro means the dog.
And his opponent to my right, fighting out of the red corner, making his professional debut and representing Team Hicks, fighting out of Bowling Green, Kentucky, Zlatko Skullhand.
Look at the spinning over here by
Couple pirouettes.
They're saying they're going to touch gloves.
And they do.
Oh.
No hesitation on the shot there.
He waited for the big overhand right, and he shot right in, I think.
Jose had a small attempt at a guillotine, and now he's doing his best to maintain the half guard. Skoljan putting a lot of pressure, though, from the top. Landed some shots. Yeah, I was going to say, you can always tell a guy's pro debut, he can't wait to throw those elbows. Transitioning to the mount here, keeping the pressure on, and he's looking to posture up and punch. Jose offering in the back. Zach obliges. Both hooks in here, boarding him out. I think we're going to see some punches coming from the top. He's still keeping that wrist control. Zach with a lot of downward pressure from the top position. Big, heavy strikes. Not really boarding him out with the hooks as much. Now he's there, yeah. Now he's going to grapple his way in, looking for the choke. Pro fight, a lot of time left, over 4 minutes. Big strikes from the top, loosening him up. There's the neck. I think that might be the end of it. And that is the end of it.
Heck of a pro debut.
The referee is called to stop
exactly
this fight at 1 minute and 15 seconds, declaring the winner by tap out through the rear naked choke, Zlatko Skullhand.
All right. Impressive pro debut, dominant performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Zlatko. I just have to, please.
He wants the mic.
For the audience, say your last
I think
name.
this guy wants to say something.
Well, in the motherland in Europe, it's Scolion, but I'm American white trash, so I say Skoljan.
Well, I just want to
Say
tell you,
something
that
about
was your
being
professional
Eastern
debut,
European,
correct?
and He's
Yes,
white
sir.
trash American now.
Yeah, I can't make him
20
out,
years
but he
in the
definitely
making.
said something that he was.
Your very first professional fight, 20 years in the making, in 1 minute and 18 seconds. Do you consider yourself a submission specialist?
I don't consider myself a specialist of anything. I'm a student of the game. I'm trying to improve in every aspect. I wanted to come out here, stand a little bit. We knew he would throw a big, like, looping shot, and the second that hit,
Stand
I was like, the double leg's there. And then from that point, we're either gonna, it sounds bad, but pound him out or submit him, baby. Russian bear.
Ladies and
Russian bear.
gentlemen,
Like,
thank you
okay.
so much, Zlatko.
Throws in Russian Barrett.
Curious to see what's next for him. So as this camera is giving away here, joining us for this next fight, very special
Coming
guest
to
on
the cage,
commentary,
to the blue
the one, the
corner,
only,
Tyler
often in the cage,
Staples.
often imitated, never duplicated, Charger Higdon.
Hello.
Charger, are you ready for this?
Yeah, I am.
All right. Is there a reason that you chose to pick this fight, or you just wanted to pick a fight?
My dad said you're going to do the next one.
Okay.
All right. Well, that sounds like your dad. And for those of you in the crowd or on in the audience there on the internet who don't know, this is the son of Hardrock Higdon, who is the, I don't know, I guess the everything of HRMMA. He is literally the HR of HRMMA.
Charger. He's the heir apparent.
So this is Charger's legacy right here in front of us.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Tyler Staples against Kalen Hutcherson. Staples making his way to the cage first.
What do we know about Tyler Staples? He said he grew up playing football. He does not have a lot of background in combative sports. No coaches right now, just kind of self-made, you know. He said, I've been
And
training
his
at
opponent
King's
coming
Academy.
out to the red corner,
King's Academy, if
Kalen
I'm not
Hutcherson.
mistaken, is in either Grayson County or Breckenridge County, Kentucky.
Okay.
I'm not overly familiar with them. But I noticed that he's being cornered by Joey Henderson, who we saw fight earlier tonight as an independent fighter. So he may have just asked him to corner him in the back. On the contrary, his opponent, Kalen Hutcherson, is being cornered by a couple of familiar faces, Kelly.
We have Coach Cliff
Yep.
and, of course, Josh Johnson.
Yep. Coach Cliff Levan and Coach Josh Johnson from E-Town Beatdown. They have been in the game for a long time, and I think Josh is probably if I've reffed more fights in Kentucky, I'd say Josh is up there for cornering most fights in Kentucky.
Sure. What do we know about Kalen Hutcherson? His nickname is Special K. MMA record is 1-0. Kickboxing record 1-0. Projected MMA record after this fight, he says, is 2-0. Gold medalist at Midwest Regionals. Multiple NAGA tournament
Introducing first the fighter to my left, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 156 pounds, making his MMA debut. Representing Hodgenville, Kentucky, Tyler Staples. And his opponent to my right, fighting out of the red corner. Weighed in at 151 pounds with an MMA record of 1 win and no losses. Representing E-Town Beatdown, Kalen Hutcherson.
These two had a little bit of an exchange on the internet in the lead up. Not a lot of distance between Hodgenville and Elizabethtown.
All right, let's go, Tyler.
Staples required a little extra time to make weight and was unable to do the weigh-in photo. So Kalen superimposed his mugshot and then put it on his Instagram.
That's
So,
exciting.
Yeah, a little bit of heat before the bell rings.
I wish someone would have tagged me in that. I was not involved in that at all.
Special K here with the underhook, keeping him against the fence, getting a little grab in before the ref can see. Interesting in the Staples with an interesting approach, going to both knees on the underhook, but they're about 50-50. No one with a real commitment to take it to the ground. Big head kick there from Hutcherson. Knee, and that fight is over, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, Charger, what do you think about that knockout?
That was a great knockout.
That was a big knockout.
Hutcherson says, I'm going to fight across the world so I can bring pieces of the world back to everybody close to me. I want to be able to give them the way I always envisioned and to give to anybody in need of help. I just want to give and show love, bro. That's what he says. Shout out to Mr. Hardrock. I don't even drink, but drinks are on him. And to Mr. White, he says, I assume that's Dana White. He says, do not blink.
Well, it's good. He definitely came out there and made this ring his own. Super confident, great delivery, kick and a knee to put him away. I also got a couple of notes that he told me that if he wins, he wanted to shout out his dad, Josh Johnson, in his words, And he also told me that he wanted to recognize our DJ Eric, because this is Eric's 21st year in the game, DJing MMA shows. And he said, Kalen, if you win, will you shout me out? And Special K said, I wanted to deliver on that.
Special K also said, besides my fighting career, I am a beatboxer and music producer, creating beats in my free time. He said, I got some MF heat, dude.
Well, if he can beatbox as well as he can fight, he probably has a bright future.
That was a great match.
Yeah, what did you think of that, Charger?
I think that was one of the greatest I've ever seen because
You picked a good one to be cage side for with the spectacular knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has called a stop to
I'm
this
glad
fight
that
at
Staples is back
39
on both
seconds of
feet.
round one, declaring
Looks
the
like he's
winner
okay.
by knockout, Kaylin
Big head kick followed by the
Hutcherson.
knee. Knockout win for Kalen Special K Hutcherson. Show of respect, good sportsmanship. I don't think there was anything more than just a little.
All right, I'm
trash,
here
I
with
believe.
Kaylin. Kaylin,
Oh.
you represent one of the most OG schools in the history of Kentucky, E-Town Beatdown, 39 seconds. Tell me how you're feeling.
E-Town Beatdown, baby, let's go! Let's go! Man, I just want to thank everybody for coming out here and supporting. It means a lot. Big shout out to my dad, Josh Johnson. I love you. You know, I'm not satisfied until that belt is strapped around my waist.
Oh.
So I'm coming for the top.
Ladies and gentlemen, enough said, Kaylin Hutcherson.
Looks like Kalen has every intention of staying active. He said he wants to fight for the belt for HRMMA. Charger, you think he did enough there to earn a shot? He's now 2-0.
I think it will happen.
Oh, yeah? All right, well, you heard it here first, folks. If Charger has anything to say about it, the next challenger for the 155-pound title very well may be Kalen Special K Hutcherson. Man, what a devastating combination in that fight.
Very good match.
Quick one, 34 seconds. They were trying to keep it easy on you, Charger.
Yeah.
I know this. I'm going to follow Kaylin. When you were entering the cage, would you do that with your music? Wait for a certain point to walk out
I don't
in
know.
the song?
Sometimes, maybe.
Okay.
I think my song's
Introducing
kinda got
first the
going right
fighter
off
to my
the rip.
left, fighting out of the blue corner. He is from Hodgenville, Kentucky, weighing in at 124 pounds with an MMA record of 2 wins and 2 losses. Joey Henderson!
2 wins and
And
2
his
losses.
opponent to my right, fighting out of the red corner. He is from Frankfort, Kentucky, weighed in at 131 pounds, Marcus Boucherzon.
Looks like Joey wants to touch gloves. Marcus hasn't indicated one way or the other.
You a big fan of touching gloves?
I mean, if they're into it.
Okay. Sign of respect. Get it started.
Well, I mean, when the ref says go, it started. So, you know, take that for what it is. Joey getting double unders, eating a knee to the midsection, though. Marcus doesn't look like he wants to be taken down at all. Joey eating a couple of shots here. No feeling out process at all. They are winging them. Right
I am
at each
loving
other.
this fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what the fans came to see. Maybe not the submission grappling as much.
Right,
This is
yeah.
what they wanted to see.
They wanted to see kicks and knuckle dusters. Look at that.
Oh, I love Marcus in his hands.
Marcus definitely seems to be more comfortable on the feet. Joey seems to be trying to get the clinch, but Marcus is making him pay for it.
Wow. Marcus got that big southpaw stance, and he is just winging those punches in there.
Yeah, Joey is eating a lot of these, man. Oh, there he goes firing back, though. Big right hook of his own. And now, if they can keep this pace for the entire round, that will be very impressive.
Gotta love 125-pound fights.
Ooh-wee. Yes, sir. Pace is slowing already, though. Rather than disengaging, he's fighting for that underhook, looking for position. Joey with a good uppercut. They're just jockeying for position here. Marcus keeping him against the cage. Somebody's going to separate and throw a big one, I have a feeling. Or maybe the referee will do it for him. Nope, there they go. Right back at it. Straight down the pipe. Joey lowering his head.
Marcus has that lead jab. He's standing at southpaw. He's got the lead jab that looks kind of like an interesting jab.
Yeah, he's coming behind it. So it's like he uses the jab to close the distance. Wide open shots like a Balboa film. Joey lowering the head. I think some of those shots are landing.
Uppercut. This is a brawl. I love this.
Oh, good body lock here. Oh, look at that. Marcus able to pummel all the way back. Joey trying to keep the pressure on, but it doesn't really look like he has a game plan here. Marcus starting to dig him out with an underhook and a crossface.
From the beginning, we could tell Joey wanted to do a little more grappling.
He's definitely forcing the clinch. Marcus definitely just wants to not get taken down and throw big shots. As I say that, he initiates a front headlock, looking like he's going to snap him down. Taking the back here. Final 15 of the round. Looks like he's getting serious.
Mouthpieces out. What's the etiquette there? How's that work?
Well, if I were refereeing, I would wait till there was a break in contact, which probably means in this position they're going to end with the round with that mouthpiece.
Okay.
Yeah. Typically, you would wait for a break in contact, and then you can freeze and put it in. I've had some interesting cases as a third man in the cage where we've put it in kind of during the fight, but that's, comfortability for sure.
And I ask because I think, Rob Mooney, you have, I believe, reffed more MMA matches and MMA fights in the state of Kentucky than any other ref of all time. Would you agree with that?
I've certainly been doing it longer than anybody else. And back in the day, we did a lot of fights in one night. The beautiful Shelley on the ring card. But I don't know if anybody's officially kept count. But, I mean, yeah, just by, sure appearances, I would probably say I've done more. I was refereeing fights before it was regulated by the state, so I don't know how those count either. Joey's up off the stool, man. He looks like he's ready to go.
Looks like there may be something going on with the teeth. I don't know.
And he's keeping his arms over his head, but the body language is very
The mouthpiece
confusing.
is still on the ground.
Well, I mean, you don't need to put it in until the bell rings. He's drinking, catching a breath. I think we're going to have a round two here. Just some confusing body language from Henderson. Chris is checking him out.
That was a hell of a first round. Got to catch your breath after that.
So I think what we're doing here is we're going to allow the round time to start, and then Chris is going to call the doctor in. Yeah. So they got their break time. Now the time that's being used is referee. This is like medical time. So timekeeping purposes, that's why you got to get seconds out in the break. This is medical time by the referee. But this is not a good sign for us to have in a round two. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if he signaled to the corner.
He was making some type of motions with his arms.
This fight is over. Yeah. And, I mean, that's textbook procedure by the referee.
Marcus is not happy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, I'd be frustrated too. It wasn't a super competitive fight.
I do like to see the trash talk, if I'm being honest. Mooney?
Well, I mean, what leg do you have to stand on here if you're Joey Henderson? You sought medical attention because you felt
Ladies
that you were
and
not fit to
gentlemen,
continue.
at the end of the first round, the
That only
referee
happened
has called a
because
stop to
Marcus
this
hurt you
fight,
so bad that you were
declaring
not
the
able to
winner
continue.
by
I
his
don't
opponent
appreciate the
being
shit talk when
unable
it's
to
one-sided
continue,
like that.
and therefore
Hey, I
a
beat your ass so bad, the doctor had to bail
TKO,
you out.
Marcus
What the fuck are you gonna say to me? Pardon my
Sherzon.
French.
So there's no point to the trash talk in that
Well, I
instance.
mean, yeah, that all the trash talk got answered during the bout. one-sided to the point where you needed a doctor's excuse to get out.
Ladies and
think it
gentlemen,
had something
I am
to do
here
with
with Marcus.
Think. Looked like he
Marcus,
was
I know
missing a
that's not
couple
the way
teeth
you
at
wanted
the
the fight to
end.
end.
I may be wrong.
Give us your thoughts.
I don't know
Yeah, look,
if they weren't missing when
two
he
of my
started,
first
but
advice that I
right now
took
the
in this
doctor's looking
organization
at his
was
ribs.
number 1 and 2 ranked guys in my weight division. I don't care who it is. I'm willing to fight anybody and everybody. And that's going to be the outcome, whether it's 10 seconds in the fight or all 9 minutes. I'm here to win.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Marcus Bouchazon.
And that would be accurate and justified shit talk. He just went out there, got a win, and he advertised to the rest of the weight division that he plans on doing the same, continuing business as usual.
So overall, not the worst performance from Marcus Bouchazon.
Oh,
You got to win.
Yeah, first-round medical stoppage.
Probably a little bit frustrating for him. To fruition against a wrestler.
Would you call him a wrestler?
Introducing first, the fighter to my left,
Sinjin?
fighting out of the blue corner.
No, I'm
he
saying
represents
I meant to say against a
boxing,
wrestler.
Oh,
weighing in at
Against- yeah, I said for a wrestler, I meant
167
against a
pounds.
wrestler.
From
Alfaro.
Bowling Green, Kentucky,
Yeah, I definitely
Gabriel
think we could potentially see a clash of
Alfaro. And his opponent to my
definitely
right,
offered a lot
fighting
of
out of the
information about
red
his
corner.
wrestling background.
He represents Nashville MMA, making his MMA debut and weighing in at 170 pounds, Sinjin Noga.
Crowd's behind him.
Alfaro referred to his hand speed, so that's what I'll be watching for the blue corner.
Immediately, Alfaro takes control of the center here. They both start throwing kicks
Whoa.
from space. Big overhand right attempt from Sinjin. Haven't seen the hands yet. Seen a couple kick it. Ooh, there's a quick jab. Punches and bunches. Oh. Sinjin moving a little too fast for the referee there. Kinman had to hot step it. Good leg kick there from Sinjin. Alfaro answers right back with a jab. Oh, single leg attempt. There you go, Kelly. There's the wrestling to which you were referring. Immediately to the hooks. Alfaro trying to keep a headlock. He definitely not showing as much experience on the ground here.
Doesn't look like Sinjin was fibbing about the wrestling.
Yeah. Sinjin breaks those hands. He's going to find himself in a very dominant position. Even one more than he is now. But it looks like Alfaro may be able to turn and face heavy shots here. Like to see Sinjin make a bigger attempt to get his head free.
Easier said than done, but Alfaro needs to try to bring his knees in.
Yeah. Alfaro's got to make some kind of attempt to change this position rather than trying to keep him close to him.
He's got to pop the hips up in the air. I like that his feet are in there close to his butt. He needs to pop up. Easier said than done once again. He needs to try to pop up in the air.
Sinjin's got a lot of downward pressure, looking for an arm
Head and
triangle,
arm
and gets the
choke.
finish. And that's just where he wanted the fight to be. He wanted to take the fight to the ground and end it there. A lot of frustration from Alfaro. But, you know, wearing a lot of spit, didn't hear any of those words. Alfaro's frustrated. You don't train to win a fight on the ground, you will often find yourself losing them there. We never really got to see the hand speed.
We
Couple
did not.
of quick jabs, but he now a lot of trash
Ladies
talk
and
here.
gentlemen, the referee has called a stop to this fight at 1 minute and 38 seconds of round number 1, declaring the winner by submission due to arm triangle, Sinjin
This Sinjin guy's got a lot
Noga.
of energy. Are all wrestlers like that?
No.
All right, ladies and
Curious
gentlemen,
to
I'm
see if he
here
gets one
with
of the random
Sinjin
drug
Noga.
tests.
You have a lot of energy, sir.
Yes, sir. You not see this crowd out here for me?
Hey,
That's all the way from Nashville, Tennessee, baby.
make that
If
out.
I read this correctly, that was your MMA debut.
My MMA debut, baby. Let's end it fast. I was told to come in here and smash, smash, smash. I knew he had a boxing behind him. Gabriel, shout out you, bro. I've been denied because people don't want to go against me because I'm a wrestler. I appreciate you, brother. All glory to God, man. All of my friends, my coaches, my work. I mean, I got it handed to me, man.
What?
I
Where's
got to
he
thank
training
everybody
at
else.
now?
This wasn't me. Everybody gave it to me, man. I appreciate everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sinjin Noga.